Hey guys, so I have kind of a hilarious story to tell. Wasn't really hilarious at the time, but in the end all I could do was laugh. You have some of those bad days where just everything goes wrong. Last Friday was one of those days. To put this all in context, I currently just finished classes for this term. I have been all last week trying to get this term paper done a week early just so that could be off my plate. So I was doing pretty well doing this. So Friday morning, I go to turn on my computer and it doesn't turn on. My trusty companion that I've had since August 2008 was dead. I had a panic attack, as one does. I immediately looked up any kind of laptop lending programs, which don't really have any beyond 2 hours and you have to stay inside the library, and so that wasn't gonna work. So I didn't really want to go through a retail store to purchase the laptop again, just because it's so much easier to purchase through the manufacturer. But I didn't really have a choice. I go to class, barely pay attention, I don't even know why I went. And I'm like, okay, fine, I will go to Best Buy. I'll at least look at what they have. Walking up the stairs to go to Best Buy, I'm like, wow, the parking lot's kind of empty. Turns out Best Buy closed at the beginning of February. Didn't know that. So then I was like, okay, there's this place in Canada called Future Shop, and I think it's owned kind of by the same people as Best Buy. There is one in the same exact shopping center I was in, so I go there to look at laptops. So I'm browsing and looking at my options. I find one that I really like at a really good price, and it's perfect. In the meantime, I was trying to hear back from my mom, see if I could get some kind of parental loan, because I wasn't in the position to buy a new laptop at the time. So I go back to Future Shop. I had been chilling in the Starbucks drinking iced tea, kind of calming down. Look for a salesman, and seriously, the worst customer service. I was browsing around the computers for at least a good hour, and never, ever did anyone ever ask me if I needed help. Side note, I found out later that they get paid on commission, which doesn't make any sense. Finally get someone to help me. Turns out the computer I want is out of stock. Of course. They had this open box model that was a bit cheaper. He's like, oh, we just got it in, let me check it out. I'm like, oh, awesome, cool. I need a computer. Turns out that had this weird water damage and they didn't want to sell it to me, and I didn't really want to buy it. The guy's like, well, we have shipments that come in Monday and Thursday, so I'll take your name and number and I'll get back to you on Monday. I actually had to ask him, well, will you be in stock soon? Worst salespeople ever. So he took down my name and numbers. That night, I ride the bus home. Seriously could have been a scene in a sad chick flick. I get home, come to think of it, well, why don't I look online to see if any of the other Future Shops nearby have the laptop. Find out that there's one an hour away in Duncan. So I reserve it, and the next morning I drive 2 hours round trip to easily just walk in, pick up my laptop, leave. All good. So yeah, eventually, after the horrible day of misevents, I got my new laptop. Ooh. What the funny thing is, Monday rolls around, and did I ever get a text or phone call from the sales guy? Nope. Really glad I didn't wait on that one. Stupid idiot salesperson, and oh, so frustrating. But all is good now. Fortunately, I didn't lose my term paper because by some miracle I had decided to put it on Google Drive the night before it died. That was my laptop saga. Why couldn't I have waited 3 weeks